yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Well, you're so funny. I just love
Hallelujah.
us. That's great.
Shalom, shalom, family. Peace and blessings to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome
Good,
to the
good,
live,
good.
guys.
Everything's good.
Welcome to the live.
I want a hazelnut coffee.
All praises to the Most High. Hallelujah. Yeah, always jamming this morning with our children, so that song is stuck in my head.
Yeah, they
Um,
love those songs. Tobe Nwigwe. They
yeah,
love listening to all it. And they're good
exactly.
songs, you know.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
nice songs that aren't too wild out here because these folks. But that's not what we're talking about in this video. This video, we are talking about how the Pentagon has failed their seventh audit in a
Seven,
row.
7. Like that's crazy. That's like that should tell you like, whoa, like 7? How? Like, and then you know they'll take your taxes if you miss paying taxes for a year, the next couple years. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, this is something people have to think about. And it's like, of course, you still give Caesar what's due to Caesar. But at the end of the day, this is a fallen, what do I call it? A fallen nation, a fallen, like, what is happening where you fail your audit 7 years in a row? Do you just like
Seven
accidentally,
years in a
whoops,
row, and it's
just lost
not.
$824 billion? Oops,
Yeah, think about that.
sorry.
$824 billion not accounted for, basically. That's basically what they saying. Like, hey, we don't know what happened to it. I don't know. We can't account for it. That's wild.
Let's read the article. It's from reason.com.
Go ahead.
Free minds and free markets. You have to do digging to find this legitimate news outlet. Like literally,
Make
this
sure your mic is.
publication is called reason.com. Free minds, free markets. So that tells you these things are not hitting CNN like that, like they should be. You know, you would think, I could be wrong here, but just to me, logic would be, hey, let's put this on CNN. Let's talk about what's going on. But whoever operates the media, whoever is losing the $824 billion, they like it's not really a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys believe this is a big deal or not? Leave a comment below. Let us know because this just doesn't add up. The math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. But yes, greetings,
Let's go
Bantu
ahead and
Lisa.
read the article.
Welcome,
Pentagon
guys.
fails the seventh audit in a row, but they hope they can pass by 2028. They're like, look, they just started complying
That's
in
another 4 years.
2018. They're like, hey, we're gonna do better. We promise we'll try not to lose 824 billion next year. Okay. So the Pentagon has failed its annual financial audit for the seventh year in a row. This means the Department of Defense has failed every single audit it has been subjected to, but officials hope to have things under control by the time they have audit number 11. They failed every single audit. Now,
Audit
what
number
happens to you
11.
if you fail every single audit, 11 rounds? What happens to you if that happens? We all know. But okay. The Department of Defense announced the results Friday. Each year, teams of independent public accountants, shout out to them, audit the department's 4.1 trillion in assets and 4.3 trillions in liabilities, which are then audited by the DoD Office of the Inspector General. Pentagon Comptroller Michael McCord told reporters. In total, the overall audit is comprised or supported by 28 separate audits of these different components. Of these 28 components, only 9 passed inspection. So there's that. The
That's a
article's
failing
pretty
grade.
long.
Yeah, that's
Look
a
at it,
failing grade.
reason.com. Pentagon fails seventh audit in a row, but hopes to pass by 2028.
That's wild. So they had 11 audits and only passed 4, and the last 7. So the first 4 they passed. I don't want to say with flying colors, but
No,
they
they didn't
passed.
pass none of them.
No, they said 11. So they didn't pass the last 7.
They didn't pass any of them.
They didn't pass 11.
They didn't pass none of the audits since 1990 when they started to audit them. So to
Ah, I
me, it
see.
seems as if since 1990, the people in these institutions have been like, something's not right with the spending. Let's go check them and see. Because prior to that, they weren't even audited. They could get what they look. They was like, we could spend money on
I
anything.
see. Okay.
So
That's it.
1990 hits, and they're like, no, we need to check what you're spending on. We need to audit. and they have not passed not one of these audits. But within the 28 components, they passed four of the inspections within the 28 components.
That's wild. That should tell you. That should tell you something right there. Where, huh? That should really tell you something. Like that's telling me to just get away from that system as much as you can. Like really, get away from it. Get far away from it as much as you can.
Oh, this
Leverage
is
it.
crazy. Look at this. Okay, so they say 824 billion was the amount that just randomly went away.
Mhm.
But right here, the article says the DoD is America's largest federal agency, and they have a budget of 824 billion. So that was their entire budget. It was like,
Yeah, that's they just been just paying people. We don't know who we paid.
we
We
don't
don't
know
know
what's
what.
happening. Nobody knows what's going
We
on.
don't know what happened to that money. It just
Nobody
disappeared.
knows. But y'all, this is why we have launched State of the Diaspora, to be quite honest. To be quite honest, this is literally why. Because when you look at the things that are happening, and this has been
Mhm.
happening since the 90s, but as a
Exactly.
people, we don't pay attention to the things we need to pay attention to. Again, I'm going to bring us back to remind us of Joseph in Egypt, Daniel in
Mhm.
Babylon. These were men, they were chosen men that were in institutions, but not of the institution, in the institution, not of the institution, in position to bless their people. Okay. So we need to be on code. You think Joseph didn't know about geopolitics? He was right hand at Pharaoh's hand.
Mm.
You think Daniel didn't? The Most High would send them dreams. They right there with the Most High, like understanding. Oh, if the Most High gives him a vision and shows him the things that are to come to pass on the earth, they were on code.
Yeah,
Joseph and Daniel was on code, 100,000,000%.
because it's coming. Everything that it is written is coming. It's coming to pass right in front of our eyes. With little things like this, where you have to like dig deep. You can't just like turn on the news and then it comes up. You gotta really know what's going on. You gotta be in the know to know what's going on now. You can't just look at the news and see what's going on because they're just gonna be talking about entertainment and just like they they just gonna tell you their vision. Like really, they gonna tell you their vision. They gonna tell you, hey, this is what you should be thinking. This is what's going on. You don't have to really worry about anything. You don't have to worry about inflation. You don't have to worry about us losing $824 billion of our budget. You don't have to worry about that. So just watch, just tell a vision so you can just know what your vision is.
Mm.
It's deep.
You got to
It's
opt
deep.
out at some point. We
You gotta
opted
opt
out.
out.
We
You really
opted
gotta
out.
opt out.
2018, we started. Look, 2015, we started opting out.
Yeah.
Like,
And
child, we
once
need to go
you
look at these African
and
countries.
and, and, and once you opt out, you'll get a clearer mind of what's really going on.
Yeah.
Like really.
Yeah, because that's next level. Fails their seventh audit in a row. So the
That's
other ones
wild.
weren't necessarily in a row, but the last 7 years they was like, look, I don't think they care. You when you fail your seventh, I don't think you trying to really make the
Mm-mm.
audits. You just like, hey, let it be what it
Nope.
is.
Just not next year. Well, next year we need 900 billion so we can pass. Okay. And they're
Mm,
gonna be like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
you gotta love America, right?
Yeah.
That's the patriotic way. Woohoo!
It's bad, y'all. It's real bad.
But y'all wrote y'all a story because we have the State of Diaspora 2025 coming up January 12th of 2025. It's currently November 19th. If you are someone that likes to be proactive in your life, if
Yeah.
you are someone that likes to think of ahead, if you're someone that considers yourself the Joseph of your family, that will be called to go into the nations that are not American nations, to
Hmm.
go out into Africa and these different regions of the world to prepare a place, then we cordially invite you. Let me just read you this story. It's a wonderful story. I love it. It's like my favorite story right now. Okay. So it's called Your Fail Proof Plan in Africa, a story of confidence and courage. As you sit at the dinner table, your family's concerned faces stare back at you. Why are you moving to Africa? Your mom asks, her voice tinged with worry. You take a deep breath, feeling the weight of your state of that diaspora binder in your hands. With a smile, you begin to share your journey. Remember when I told you about my dream of reconnecting with our roots? You start, well, I spent the last few days immersed in a comprehensive VIP workshop that's given me more than just a plan. It has given me confidence and courage. You open the binder, revealing meticulously organized sections on digital nomad visas, corruption proof strategies, and real estate insights. Your father leans in, intrigued by the depth of information. Look, you continue, I'm not just chasing a dream. I have a fail proof plan right here. I know exactly how to navigate the visa processes in multiple African countries. I've learned from experts how to build a thriving business while avoiding common pitfalls. Your sister, always the skeptic, raises an eyebrow, but what about all the challenges we hear about? Them Africans don't like us. Somebody drop a comment, let me know how many times you heard that saying. With a newfound assurance, you flip to the section on risk mitigation. That's the beauty of this plan. I'm not going in blind. I've studied real life case studies. I've learned from those who have already made the move, and I have strategies to handle everything from cultural differences to potential bureaucratic hurdles. As you speak, you see the worry in your family's eyes move to slight curiosity and a hint of excitement. As you share your vision of building a sustainable life, contributing to local communities, and possibly even creating large opportunities for them to visit and experience Africa's beauty firsthand. This isn't just about me, you explain, your voice filled with passion. It's about reconnecting with our heritage, being a part of Africa's incredible growth story, and creating a legacy that honors the path the Most High prescribed for us. By the end of the conversation, your family's concerns melted away, replaced by support and admiration for your well thought out plan. Your mother squeezes your hand. We may not fully understand, but we can see how much this means to you. And with all this preparation, we feel much better about your decision. You close the binder and feel a surge of gratitude for the State of Diaspora workshop. It hasn't just given you a roadmap to Africa, it's given you the tools to share your vision with confidence and courage. You're not just daydreaming anymore of a life in Africa, you're ready to make it a reality. Step into your African reality by signing up below. Check out the link in the description. Hopefully, the link's there. It
Yes.
may or may not. I'll try to put it there.
Yes, that's beautiful, man.
Thank
Man,
you.
whoever wrote that, they know how to write some stuff right there.
I appreciate that. That's my
Yeah.
life's journey, my life's mission is to
No,
be a
that's a
writer.
good story. Like that's literally what it is from just our experience too, because I like that story makes me think of when we went to my aunt's house. My aunt
Mm.
when I stayed with my aunt through high school and stuff, and we have what at the time with 3 children. We go there, we say, hey, yeah, we're coming to visit to pretty much say goodbye because our mind was made up. We was like,
Our mind was
yeah,
made,
we're
couldn't tell us
going.
nothing.
And of course, there's asking the questions. Are you sure? Like, you're not worried? What? Why? Why are you going? Africa? That's so far away. This and that. And we was like, no, we got a plan. Everything is good. We got a plan. Everything's gonna work out. You know, we talk to people that's already on the ground. We got a community that's already on the ground. We didn't have a community at that
We
time.
didn't
We
have a
just had like
community.
what
We knew one
one
person.
person really that been traveling and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, so that story really got me to that point where having a conversation with my aunt and uncle, and it was like, well, you know what, this seems very important to you. Go ahead, go do it. I trust you. You're a grown man. Go do it. And it was just like, cool, I'm doing it. I'm not stopping. And that's what it is. That's what it is. So you really gotta step out on faith. And this workshop is to like have a fail proof plan, a fail proof strategy
What she want to say?
that um we've been given the
No, you can't have my
information,
shoes, hon.
um the information and all the research and the information that
Oh,
we
what she want?
uh gathered from the past
What, you want the
6 years,
map?
pretty much 6 years, to give to our people to really have a fail proof plan and a strategy to stay here long term in Africa.
I wants the
So
map.
if you guys are interested in state of diaspora, it is officially open to the public.
A
It's
dog?
officially open to the public. This is where you get Dream Life Africa, our e-course,
I don't have a dog.
where um, we give you the information that we're going to talk about and more. We're going to give you behind the scenes of videos of negotiation,
Right here.
of house prices and things like this, and what to look for when you land here in Africa, how to pretty much move like a local, things like that. Also, we have two other speakers too that's going to be joining us to give their experience. Speakers that's been around, that's traveled around Africa, speakers that been to other countries and given their experience and things like that. Just, just really giving the information, the real reality, truth information that our people really need to hear instead of um, hearing somebody that really don't know what's going on. These are people that really know what's going on. Um, Even if you go back to America and come back, it's still possible. It's still possible. So if you are serious about Africa and really need that strategic planning, this workshop is for you. This workshop is for you. So, yeah, that's the diaspora. It is officially open. We have 15 slots, and we're gonna be pushing it. So, check the link, check the sales page, as my wife just read, and it's just gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna connect with like-minded people, leading them and guiding them for what we have to provide, because it's certain things that our people need to understand when coming here to Africa. So it's just a blessing to be in this position. It's just a blessing to be, um, right here in Africa, especially in the times that we're in. Like it's so much going on. Just like this video, the Pentagon doing this can't account for 24 or 824 billion dollars. They you already see what's going on in the with America and elections. The city that we grew up in, Columbus, Ohio, the short north. That was my area. I don't want to say my hood, but yeah, that was our area, the short north. Had a whole Nazi march pretty much right down the
Whoa.
street.
You
And
didn't
it's
show me
like,
the video. I'm
man,
like, that's
that's crazy.
crazy.
It's like it's getting wild. And then I know you just sent me a video about this guy got pulled over for tinted windows, and five cops pulled up just for tinted windows.
Anthony O'Neill.
And it's like, man, it's heating up already, and it's not even 2025, the end of January 2025. Like it's not even official yet. So stuff is about to hit the fan. And if you've been planning on coming to Africa, this is really like a a something that you really need to think about.
Yeah.
Because what the heck is this?
It's not time to just play around and just be like, well, all these things, it's going to be all right. Like, nah. Bantu Lisa, yes, my daughter said she was going to send me a video of them acting up in Colombia. Yeah. I mean, the Midwest, this is the breakdown of America. The Midwest, I mean, historically, a lot of our people moved to the North from the South. Like both of us, our family, I think your family's from Virginia. My family
Hmm.
originated in Georgia and Alabama, getting out the South to escape the lynchings, right? My great grandfather was lynched, okay, right after the birth of my grandma. And so her mom passed away giving birth to her. And these are the stories most of us have as a community. And it's like we know these stories. Ask the ancestors and they'll tell you, like it says in Deuteronomy,
And
but we don't take action.
yeah, and it
Like,
doesn't
leave
change.
if
It's
you
the
know
same
this.
thing. It's the same thing. It's really the same thing. It really is. They try to hide it, but they put it right in our face where it's gonna be a gun pointing at you right there, and you don't know what's going on with the person that's pointing a gun, like mentally,
Mm,
spiritually. Put it like that, because what was that lady earlier this year? Not earlier this. Wow, that was like a couple months ago, 3 4 months ago. Sonia,
Sonia
yeah,
Macy.
Sonia Macy. Just how when she was like in the
Yeah.
name of Jesus, and I just said what, and just shot her. I was like, that was very spiritual right there. So it's a spiritual warfare, and a shift is about to happen, but you really got to be prepared. You got to be in the right position. As we keep saying, you got to be in the right position. And we don't come on here for no reason. We really come on here to try to at least plant some seeds to your mindset, like really, because a whole shift is about to happen. and you got to be ready. You got to be ready.
Yeah, that's right. Gotta be ready. I think that really wraps up this video because
Yeah,
we're gonna go run some errands. I'm gonna hopefully get some boba tea.
yeah,
And yeah. So check out Stay of the Diaspora if you are of the belief that your legacy does not need to be in America forever. You would like to diversify your African dream life in multiple countries with multiple residents, multiple properties,
yes.
multiple investments, so that you can, you can have the international life. You could, let's say you fly from east to South Africa, south to west. Maybe
Hmm.
you'll have a residency in West Africa. You'll spend some time there. You don't have to go back and forth between America and Africa. Just go back and forth between Africa and Africa.
Yeah, yeah, really.
Enjoy
East
your
and
life.
south, south to west. Yeah.
Enjoy your
And
life.
then like really Africa, you really got to think about it like ah, because this really is something. And you can just research it yourself. You could just type in Google or go on YouTube and type in Bitcoin 20 2010, right? This is how Africa is. That Bitcoin in
Africa's the
2010.
Bitcoin of the world.
Yeah.
It really is. Like Africa is the
And
future,
look,
the past and the future.
really. So in the next couple years, I think just say the last couple months, it just jumped like 20 something thousand.
That's Africa now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to say
Yeah.
the next couple years, Africa is going to be like, it's going to be debt free. Put it like that. It's going to be debt free and just waiting for the right people to be in position
A
to
debt-free
to
Africa.
lead.
Woo, that's power. A
Yeah,
debt-free
that's
Africa.
how it's going to
Shout out
be.
to Mali, man. That's incredible. First
That's
nation to
how
be
it's going to
debt-free in
be.
Africa. That's power. You know what, man? Y'all know what having no debt means? We don't have a lot of debt. That's one way we're so free, right? But for an African country to be debt-free, where they can dig gold, rubies out the ground and
Hmm.
charge the proper rate. Child, them world economies, child,
And with
there's a new top dog
is that like yeah,
on the
it is,
world.
it
It's
is,
it's
and
going
and it
back to the
has been.
origins.
So it's just get to where the resources are. Like really, just get to the resources are.
Bantu Lisa, your maternal lineage goes to Mali. That's awesome. You should definitely visit.
I'm pretty
And then
sure they about to
film
drop
and
something.
send me some film to see what it looks like. I'm so curious about Mali. I'm like, wow, that's an amazing accomplishment for them to be
Hmm.
debt free. Ma'am, you better go over there. Look, soon they'll probably be doing some citizenship. You better go get your look. Y'all, we talked about last night how powerful Mali was in the 1200s to 1500s.
Yeah.
Dynamic empire. This is that time again. It's turning back.
Yeah.
Gonna be the head and not the tail.
And it's gonna be times moving super fast where it's gonna be sooner than later. It's gonna be right in front of our eyes.
Mm.
But you gotta be in that percentages that percentage to know like to be in that position really. Like it's gonna flip so fast, but you gotta be in that
Thank the Most
position.
High.
Like really.
Glory, glory, glory,
Africa is
glory.
worth it. Africa is worth it. If you don't think Africa is worth it, like rethink because Africa is where it's at. So just get here on the continent, touch your feet on the ground. Yes.
Shalom, shalom, fam. We're getting ready to leave soon. Enjoy your day. Be blessed. Make smart decisions. You're gonna say shalom, Gigi.
Yeah, shalom,
Gianna
family.
says shalom to you all. Y'all know Gianna loves to say shalom now. She's getting better with her words. So she's like ready. She loves to praise the Most High, dance, and say shalom to y'all. Okay, so shalom, shalom.
Hey guys, shalom guys. Check the link in the description. Leave us a comment below and let us know what you think. Shalom.